There comes old man Wilson now. Get ready.
Get what you was after, Blackie?
Yeah. Let's get out of here before somebody sees us.
Country, Nebraska's hills of sand, down to the Indian Nation and up the Rio Grande. But the Badlands way up yonder are the worst I've ever seen. The cowboys are all tender feet, the dogies are all lean. Oh, but work in the Badlands is 6 months in the year. When all your bills are settled, there's nothing left for fear. Come all you Texas cowboys, warning take from me. Don't you go to Montana to spend your money free. Oh, but stay at home in Texas where you work the year around, and you'll never get pneumonia by sleeping on the ground. You'll never get pneumonia by sleeping on the ground.
Hey, what's the matter, Stubby? My singing getting you down?
No, it ain't that, Tex. But every time I hear that song, it makes me think of my third wife. And I get all itchy and full of goose pimples. That was her favorite song.
Well, you must have had a good wife, Stubby.
The only thing good about her was her husband.
Hey, Stubby. Looks like a loose team.
Let's take a look up the road, Stubby. Maybe we can find out what happened.
Who is it, Tex?
It's Tom Wilson.
Darn if it ain't.
What happened, Tom?
Hello, Tex. What are you doing? This part's the country.
He's slipping fast.
Yeah. Listen to me, Tom, listen. Who shot you? Who was it?
The masked riders. You got to help me, Tex. Forrest Taylor, mine. See, Dan Farley. Red Eye. Papers. Not valuable.
The masked riders.
been gone pretty long, Norton. You don't suppose something could have happened to you?
No. Not with Blackie leading them.
Don't be too sure about that. Blackie Devlin ain't to be trusted. I'd keep my eye on him if I were you.
Yeah? Get that deed? I think Boss is going to be mighty pleased when he sees this. Did you have any trouble?
It was a cinch. I took care of old man Wilson myself.
Good. Now, when we can get rid of a few more of these troublemakers around here, we'll have Red Eye on the 4-star pretty much to ourselves.
I don't like to say anything, Tex. But somehow or another, I got a feeling we're riding right smack dab into a hornet's nest.
So have I.
We don't know anybody around here, and we got good jobs waiting for us at Rock Creek.
Stubby, Tom Wilson was one of my dad's best and oldest friends. Mine, too. Taught me how to rope steers when I was just a kid. And I aim to find out who got it and why. Now, if you don't know going with me, you can go ahead.
Oh, now, Tex, you know I ain't going nowhere without you.
Well, thanks, Stubby, thanks. Now, let's go in there and find out how to get to the 4-star mine.
Good idea. My whistle needs a little wetting.
What'll it be, gents?
Well, give me a nice, great, big, tall, refreshing glass of...
Sarsaparilla.
Oh, Tex, sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla. Same for me.
There was a little girl down on the farm.
Sarsaparilla.
Her arms trying to play an old 14.
By the way, bartender, we're strangers in these parts. Maybe you could help us. We're looking for the 4-star mine.
You hear that?
Yeah, strangers. 4-star, huh? Yes. I wonder if they could have... Wait a minute. Why, yes. Just north of here. Thank you, thank you.
What's your claim on the 4-star mine, stranger?
I, was looking for Dan Farley. Why?
Nothing. Only we ain't partial to strangers around here, particularly those who come poking their noses in things that's none of their business. Now, if you're smart, you'll forget the 4-star.
Well, maybe I'm not smart, but I do mind my own business.
Well, if telling you don't do you any good, maybe this will.
hand off the hardware. I figured you birds would try to pull a stunt like this, so I was waiting for you. Now, don't make a move.
All right, come on there. One beer. Well, I'm
Look at me, Black.
Attaboy, Tex. Me and you can handle them.
Thank you, Stubby. I don't know what I'd have done without you.
What I feel like it. Wait a minute. What's going on here? What's this all about, Norton?
I think I can explain it. Come over to the bar. Here's your troublemakers. These two fellows blew in here and started something.
So that's it, eh?
It's that four-star business again, Sheriff. These two fellows came in here asking the way to the mine. Said they were going up there. We tried to talk them out of it, and they started an argument.
Now, listen, Sheriff. I didn't start an argument. This fellow don't know what he's talking about.
You know you gave us orders not to let anyone go up there. The boys were just doing their duty.
I see. There's been a lot of queer goings-on up there lately. Fires, shootings, and killings. And we don't aim to have any more of it. If I catch you hanging around there, it won't go easy for you. So take my advice, young fella, and stay in your own backyard.
All right, Sheriff. You're the boss. Let's go, Stubby. Well, Stubby, that's my idea of a fine town. We sure were welcome.
Yeah, just like old home week.
I don't like the looks of those fellows. Don't you think you'd better keep an eye on them?
Maybe I had.
Hey, there's something screwy about this whole setup. Why do you suppose the sheriff and all of them wanted to keep us away from the four-star?
Well, I don't know. But the best place I know to find out is the four-star. So let's go.
I thought you were tough. The big boss isn't going to like it when he hears how you handle this.
What I care about the big boss. Besides, how do I know there is a big boss?
You'll find out. Soon enough.
Well, what are you staring at?
And that guy ordered sarsaparilla.
There they are, and headed straight for the mine, just as sure as you're born. Come on, men.
Hey, Tex! Looks like the sheriff's following us.
Yeah. I've been expecting them. Come on.
Stay where you are. Put up your hands.
Holy cow, it's a girl.
Who are you, and what do you want up here?
Well, if you don't mind, we'd like to ask you the same thing.
Never mind that. Who are you?
Well, my name is Tex Martin. That's my partner, Stubby.
Pleased to meet you, Mom.
We were just on our way to the 4-Star Mine. See a friend.
Friend? Who?
Dan Farley. You know him?
Of course. He's my Uncle Tom's partner.
Is Tom Wilson your uncle?
That's right. Why? Has something happened?
He was shot.
Shot?
Yeah, killed. And his last words was for us to head for the 4-Star Mine and see Dan Farley.
I knew he shouldn't have taken that trip. I had a feeling that...
Feeling? What do you mean?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Follow me and I'll show you the mine.
What can I do for you, Sheriff? You seen anything of a couple of strange cowpokes around here, Farley? No, I haven't. Why? Well, they're troublemakers. I'm pretty sure they headed this way. What do they look like? One's a tall and lanky individual and rides a white horse. His partner is short, fat, and wall-eyed. I see anything of them, I'll let you know, Sheriff. Thanks. Nancy, what are you doing with these men?
They're all right, Dan. They're friends of Uncle Tom.
You know the sheriff is just here looking for them?
Well, I think I can explain that, Mrs. Farley.
Never mind that. What do you want up here?
They found Uncle Tom murdered on the Ridge Road and came up here to notify us.
Tom? Murdered? I was afraid of that.
Well, I wish there was something I could do, Mr. Farley.
Sometimes I almost wish they'd succeed in taking the 4-Star away from us. Then perhaps we'd have a little peace around here.
Oh. What is the real trouble up here, Mr. Farley?
The masked riders. They've burned, looted, killed, everywhere and everybody. I guess we've been about the hardest hit. Now it looks as if they'd played the trump card. They've got Tom, and they've probably taken the deed to the mine because he had it with him.
He was going to Silver Springs to mortgage the property so we could buy some new mine equipment.
Yes, and with that in their possession, it's only a question of time till they'll force us out of here completely.
Hey, that mine must be a pretty valuable piece of property the way they're going after it. I'd like to have a look at it.
I'd be glad to show you around. You want to go now?
Sure do. Sooner the better.
All right.
Hey, this is some layout. All right.
Howdy, Miss Nancy.
This is Bill Dawson. Tex Martin.
Glad to know you, Mr. Martin.
That does it.
Mr. Dawson's our mine folk.
If you're planning on going through the mine, you'll find a lighted lantern just inside the shaft.
That's fine, thanks. Would you like to see a sample of the ore?
Well, I'd be glad to.
Dan says it isn't worth much, but it would at least give us a living if they'd only let us mine it.
Hollers and the water in the trough. The tails are all matted, the backs are all raw. Right around your little dog is right around the stone. For the fiery and the stuffy are a raring to go. blue fire. Still it goes a-singing from morning till night. Right around your little dog is right around the floor. For the fiery and the stuffy are a-raring to go. Oh, when I die, take my saddle from the wall, put it on my pony, lead him from his stall, tie my bones to the saddle, turn our faces to the west. We'll travel the road that we love best. Ride around your little dog is right around the slow. For the fiery and the stuffy are a-raring to go. Right around your little dog is right around the slow. For the fiery and the stuffy are a-raring to go.
That was beautiful, Tex.
Well, thank you, Nancy. I'm glad you liked it.
Don't you think we'd better be getting back to the house?
Well, just as you say. Thank you.
You know, Dan, when I was punching cattle for the old Bar L outfit down there in Texas, I won the roping contest 3 years in concussion. They made me the mayor of San Angelo. See, they call me the political cowboy.
By the way, Mr. Farley, do you know anything about a feller named Norton? Runs the saloon in Red Eye.
Not much. Except him and his gang are good people to stay away from. Why?
Oh, I was just wondering.
The masked riders.
What's the matter, Stubby? You hurt?
Yeah, it's so cold I skinned my ankle on my crack fetched raw.
Well, I got one of them. Right over there. May be interesting to see who he is. It's Dawson.
I can't believe it. He was one of my most trusted men.
Bill Dawson, a masked rider?
You better bring him up to the house, boys. I'd get some whiskey. That ought to bring him around.
I can't understand this.
It is sort of puzzling. If they want the mine so bad, why don't they come out in the open and fight for it, like men?
There must be something we can do.
I'm afraid he's done for.
think I've got an idea that might force their hand.
Anybody that can put those masked riders on the run, the way Tex Martin did the other night at the 4-Star, is the man for us. Why, we all saw with our own eyes what he did to Blackie Devlin a couple of days ago. Why, that man ain't afraid of anything. We've been aiming to organize and drive out these killers and outlaws. All we needed was a leader. And I'm here to tell you, now we've got one in Tex Martin.
This fella Tex Martin had better mind his own business.
Yeah, he wants to stay healthy.
Don't forget, Jake. He's plenty fast on the trigger.
What's up? The town's been organizing as vigilantes, and Tex Martin is going to lead them.
So that's his game. Tell the gang to meet at the same place. Tonight.
And that's our proposition, Tex. Will you lead us?
Well, I can't think of nothing. I'd like to do better. You can count on me.
That's all we wanted to know. When do we ride?
Well, the time ain't right yet. But I'll let you know just as soon as we're ready.
Good. We'll all be expecting to hear from you.
Say, Tex, what's our next move?
Well, I think we'll drop in on Norton later on. We might find out something.
You darling. I'm so glad to see you. What you doing, Red Eye?
If it ain't my old pal Rosita. Say, I ain't seen you since you used to dance at the old Silver Moon in Yuma.
You remember, eh?
Oh, how could I forget it? I want you to meet my partner, Tex Martin.
So pleased to meet you, senor.
I do.
You sing, huh?
No, I
Maybe
don't.
you sing one song for Rosita, eh? Yes? Senor, he sing for us.
What do you want us to play for you? Do you boys know Ride, Ride, Ride?
Sure.
Well, that'll do, I guess.
I wonder what he's snooping around here for.
I don't know. The cinch ain't up to no good.
The moon is sort of hazy tonight. My bones are sort of lazy tonight. I'm a lonely roamer heading for home, dreaming of my sweetheart tonight. I'll ride, ride, ride till I hit the trail. That'll take me back to Texas to the gal I left behind, who's watching and waiting there for me. I'll ride, ride, ride down the trail to home. I'll be courting down in Texas with the gal I left behind when I ride, ride, ride. I'm gonna marry you, a gal that's contrary. She lives on the prairie. We'll settle down in a home on the range. I'll ride, ride, ride down the Lone Star Trail, and I'll straddle my old saddle on the Dobrunk hoe of mine, and I'll battle with the cattle till the moon begins to shine, then skedaddle back and paddle to the gal I left behind when I ride, ride, ride. I'm gonna marry you, a gal that's contrary. She lives on the prairie. We'll settle down in a home on the range. I'll ride, 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 ride down the Lone Star Trail, and I'll straddle my old saddle on the Dobrunk hoe of mine, and I'll battle with the cattle till the moon begins to shine, then skedaddle back and paddle to the gal I left behind when I ride, ride, ride.
Oh, you are wonderful. The song is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Rosita.
We're being followed.
I don't hear nothing.
I reckon it's just a coyote. Come on.
Men, we have a special problem to consider tonight. The big boss is mighty pleased with the way things have been going so far. Red Eye has sewed up tight. The ranchers and miners are about to give in. But before we can drive them out and take over the 4-star, we've got an obstacle to overcome. As you know, the townsmen are organizing as vigilantes, and Martin's leading them. We've got to break that up. And there's just one way to do it. Get Tex Martin. There's one too many men here. Are you sure? I know it. Guard that entrance. Men, there's a spy here. Everybody en masse. There he is. Get in. There he goes. Get your horses.
Wait a minute. Don't shoot. It's me, Tex.
You? A masked rider?
Well, now, don't get me wrong, Nancy.
So you sold us out, coming up here posing as our friend.
Well, I tell you, I'm not a masked rider.
And why are you dressed up like one?
There he is, Sheriff.
Good work, Dan. I see you got one of them. So, it's you. I might have expected it.
But you're all wrong, Sheriff. I'm no masked rider.
That's what they all say.
But you've got to listen to me, Sheriff. It's important. Let me explain.
You can do your explaining in court, Martin.
Morning, Deputy.
Morning.
I say, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know, Deputy, you got a mighty responsible position guarding this here jail.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir. I tell you, it takes brains to handle this end of the law. I've been watching you. Folks around here begin to talk about you.
They have?
From what I hear, you are in line to be the next sheriff of this county. But don't tell anybody I told you.
I won't say a word.
Of course, though, you got to do something big to convince them. I got just the thing.
What's that?
Well, it's a big job, and it takes a good man to do it. That's why I come to you. Nobody knows about it but me.
Thanks. Sure is nice of you.
Oh, that's all right. Anything to help Tex out of jail. I mean, I want to help you. You're a regular fella.
What is it?
Now, here's the lowdown. Arrest all the masked riders. See you later, Deputy.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, thank you, Stubby, for getting me out of the calaboose.
Oh, that's all right, Tex. But I thought I was going to talk myself to death trying to keep that deputy interested. Gee, but he was dumb.
Yeah, just about as dumb as you.
Yeah. Huh?
Now, listen, Stubby. We split here. Are you sure you know what to do?
Sure.
All right. I'll meet you in Green Valley.
Right.
Well, men, we're going to clean out that gang once and for all. But we got a fight on our hands. Are you with me?
We're with it. Fight.
All right, let's go.
There's only one thing to do. Take the law into our own hands. We've got to go down there, pull him out of jail, and string him up before he can talk. If he ever gets on the witness stand and tells what he saw here last night, game's up. Tex broke jail. What? He's leading the vigilantes now. They're out for blood. They mean business. We've got to get the jump on them. Beat them at their own game. It's our only chance. Come on. was just going.
Up with them.
All right, Martin. Get him up.
I thought I'd find you here. Howdy, Sheriff. I was just hoping you'd come along. Sorry I had to break out of your cracker box, but you made a mistake, and I had to prove it. Here's the man you want.
Why, it's Dan.
Oh, that's the answer.
You haven't got anything on me.
Wait a minute. I suspected you from the start. Ever since the first day I saw the mine. And Nancy showed me a sample of ore that you claimed was worthless. Just for looking at it, I could tell it was worth $500 a ton.
If what you say is true, then Farley is responsible for the murder of Tom Wilson.
That's right. And Dawson, too. He gave him poisoned whiskey when he thought he was going to talk. You got anything to say for yourself, Farley?
I've heard enough. Take him away, Depp.
But I don't understand. Why should he raid his own mine?
To drive you out, Nancy. You see, Farley was the brains of a big organization of thieves and cutthroats. They were trying to get control of this entire valley. They almost did.
How did he manage to keep under cover so long?
Oh, that was easy. You see, the mine shaft connects with this hideout here. He could come and go as he pleased without being discovered.
Well, I guess that about explains everything. But it sure beats me.
It would.
Yes. What?
I'll ride, 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 ride down the trail to home. I'll be courting down in Texas with the gal I left behind when I ride, ride, ride. I'm gonna marry you, a gal that's contrary. She lives on the prairie. We'll settle down in a home on the range. I'll ride, 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 ride down the Lone Star Trail. And I'll straddle my old saddle on the Dover coal mine. And I'll battle with the cattle till the moon begins to shine. Then skedaddle back and paddle to the gal I left behind when I ride, ride, ride.